Hello everyone, welcome to GametechUK, and this video, which is a continuation of my series of videos setting up my Turtle Beach hardware in preparation for Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. In the first video in this series, which I will link top right of your screen, I unbox and set up the VelocityOne stand. In this video, we're going to set up the VelocityOne rudder and connect it to the stand. For full transparency, I am an affiliate of Turtle Beach. They sent me this hardware to review and use in this video. The first couple of lines of the description, there's the link to the product. That's an affiliate link, meaning if you were to click on that link and purchase something, they would give the channel a small kickback. However, at checkout, if you use the code GametechUK, they'll give you 10% off your order. With all that being said, let's get on with today's video. Taking our usual look around the box, this isn't an outer box, this is actually the main box with only a sticker to one side indicating what's inside. Inside the box, it's all nicely protected. Then we have the accessories that come with the rudder, such as the USB cable, the alternate pedals, sticker pads for the underside of the unit, depending on whether you're using it on a carpet or a flat surface, an Allen key, some instructions, and some alternate tensioning springs. It's quite a pretty unit for a rudder. I mean, a rudder isn't the most exciting bit of equipment. It's something you put your feet on. It's something that is generally under the desk. However, like I say, it does actually look really nice. It's a metal base with some really good quality plastic with attention to detail on top. Changing the tension of the rudder motion is extremely easy. Simply undo this bolt with the included Allen key, take the black spring off. If you want an easier motion, just replace it with the silver spring and slide it back in. The unit comes with an optional rudder pedal. You can change the bottom section. Depends on your preference between having your whole foot on the rudder pedal or having a shorter pedal so your heel sits on the unit and you control the rudders with the front part of your foot. Very cleverly and uniquely, you can change the width of the unit as well. On the underside of the unit, there's two silver levers. You simply press these in, then you can adjust the width to your preference. The unit comes with some 3M sticky pads. You've got two types here, depending on whether you're on a carpet and you want to grip it, or if you're on a flat surface. As I said at the start, I'm going to be connecting this up to the VelocityOne stand. If you're not going to use the unit on the floor, you're going to connect it up to some kind of rig. There's some really handy exposed mounting holes in the center of the unit, so it's going to be really easy to line this up with your rig. Time to get the rudder pedal connected up to the Turtle Beach VelocityOne stand. Offering the unit up to the stand, you can see that the holes align perfectly. Using the supplied screws, we can securely fit the rudder to the stand. Now the unit's connected up, we can get a feel for how comfortable it is to put your feet on and use the motion of the rudder. Of course, we've got the forward tilt motion for the air brakes. It's very comfortable, especially on the larger pedals. The smaller pedals are just as comfortable, and ideally in this configuration, you would control the rudder with your toes. If you are using the smaller pedals, there's quite the angle adjustment that you can choose in this configuration. Now we've taken a look at the product and gone through the features, let's go over to the Turtle Beach website and see how much it costs. The VelocityOne rudder is $249.99, and don't forget, if you do use that code GametechUK, you're going to get 10% off of that. It seems a pretty good price, but how does it stack up against the competition? Well, let's compare it with two products that I've used here on the channel. The T-Flight rudder pedals from Thrustmaster are very basic, plasticky, entry level. I've used them, they do the job absolutely perfectly fine, but they are quite basic. Priced at $99.99, they're good value as well. If we compare that to the Turtle Beach product, $249.99, I think there's enough quality, adjustment in the actual unit itself and configuration to warrant that extra £150. Comparing it to a higher end product, still from Thrustmaster, the TPRs, priced at $469.99. They're a lovely rudder. I've tried them here on the channel. They're a full metal construction, but a $469.99 for what is essentially a yaw and an air brake, that's quite a bit of money to invest. So I think the VelocityOne rudder, if you are comparing them with something like Thrustmaster, puts itself right in the middle. So at least it gives you, the consumer, the choice to decide who to buy from and how much you want to invest in your flight equipment. Now, of course, this being an unboxing and setup video, I haven't actually used them yet, but the motion feels nice and smooth, they feel comfortable, it feels great on the stand. And the only improvement that I would have liked to have seen at this price point was metal pedals. The other improvement would have been some kind of black plastic cover to cover up where the bolts and the holes are. I suppose one way it sort of looks aircraft style, but another, I think for the price point, a cover to go over there would have been great. Also, you could have used that cover to store the Allen key, which essentially you're going to use quite a lot if you want to swap those tension springs and the adjustment of the rudders. I'm really impressed with the VelocityOne stand, especially the way that just the single arm where the yoke's going to be connected slides down in between the rudders, making storage a breeze. Of course, the rudder is PC compatible, but it's also compatible with your Xbox. Just know that you will need the VelocityOne Flight because the rudder will plug in to the yoke. You can't just plug it in directly, so just keep that in mind if you are going to play this on your Xbox. Speaking of the VelocityOne Flight, this is going to be my next unboxing in this series of videos, getting ready for Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. And then, of course, I'll be using it here on the streams, so feel free to subscribe so you don't miss that. But thank you very much for watching my video. I will see you in the next one.